can't believe we're doing this. Guys, we're having backlogs because viewers at home or outside, if you're vaccinated, if you're not vaccinated, stay safe. I had a point. We are having backlogs because this is being filmed in the time that Nagugutom Na Ako is still being finished. So I got this e-piano patch. It feels very nice to hear, like it's very warm and subdued. So what would be nice for Pasta Wav? A different time signature. That's right. We're going in 3/4. We're gonna waltz this up in 145 BPM. We will try it again. These are the 4 chords of pop that we loved listening to since we realized that Bo Burnham's All Eyes on Me is basically the same thing. In the second loop of it, it's F, C, D, B flat major, and then goes to B flat minor. So that it's a little bit different. We are not plagiarizing from the 4 chords because there are 5 chords now.
Alright, so Kobe's chords, inspired very loosely by every single pop song ever, but specifically All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham. The first part, the first few bars, I added a bit of a lead-in flat note with a cello, and then I have a viola just underneath that, just moving in between the 1 note and I think the 5 note to increase the sense of openness that we feel. I added 2 more strings, so I've included a violin and viola here for the second part. These are, I believe it's called pizzicato, where they pluck the violin strings, so it's a bit more playful against this very bittersweet kind of sweeping, enveloping lower notes. There you go. I feel like it could be a trap song again, honestly, if it wasn't in 3/4, but this is going to be a little different. I'm very excited.
Hello, friends. So, yesterday, I told you guys that I had a really hard time with the 3/4 time signature. Yeah, but I did make something yesterday, and I told you that I was unsure about it. I listened to it again today, and you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna send this because I feel like yesterday I was so caught up in what the end product is gonna be, but I have to remind myself, girl, you're not doing this alone. You think if you give a submission, the other 2 are not gonna make it better like they always do? So I added stuff already. I added Snow Patrol-y kind of guitar sound, which is just, it goes over and over again. And a second guitar, just to, to whatever. But let's see. I pass it on to Kobe.
So I just finished doing my phase, my cycle, and it is the stupidest shit. Goes into cheesy and then stupid. Another thing I added for the dynamic lift thingy are the kick and the snare hitting at the ones of each measure alternatively. And I high-passed it so it sounds like it's a little bit underwater. Aside from that, I added a chorus. It's a very long chorus, but hear me out. I'm going to suggest something later. So the word I chose was from the Facebook comment section. More specifically, Sheena Pena. Pretend that there was like a thing that popped up. Sheena Pena, your word was souvenir. This song 4 is about souvenirs. How is it about souvenirs? Well, let's look from Dubai. I could not say goodbye. So I'm suggesting that the first chorus I will sing and not sing the rest of the choruses. This second verse, except for the last line, could change. Like you're just gonna cram in so many souvenirs and different countries. Stupid, hurtful, confusing.
I added 3 drum tracks. It's a drum kit. It's called Slow Jam. And then also all of the work that we've done so far, Kobe has put into the chorus section, and it's now this beautiful, like the more I work on it, like the more this like bang, and then the drums are so deep. So I didn't add any drums not to the chorus. I just built out from the verse keyboards that are still there. I wanted to add drums and a bass line. It's an upright bass, so we get like a lot of rattle and fuzzy buzziness and that organic feeling to make it feel less perfect. I also added resonant cables. It's one of my favorite synths so far because just by changing the attack on it, you can either get a sound that is very flowy like water, or it can be very like harsh and jagged, like distorted almost. I'm decreasing the romantic element of this music. Kobe suggested, I'm gonna yes and that, a chorus that is quite a story. You know, like normally choruses are a centerpiece that's simple and repetitive, but right now there's so many details to this chorus. At the intro and a post-chorus section, I added chipmunk voice and extreme stereo. It's basically me inspired by, you know, like Life Goes On BTS, where at the start of the song palang, you hear V with a very like, I remember. That's repetitive, and that makes you remember, ironically, what the song is, even though the chorus is kind of madaldal. It's why you gotta be like that? Why you
I added 6 tracks today. Because, you know, I'm all about them vocals and backup vocals. So I added a verse, and it's very, very sad and cheesy. And then there's backup in the verse. And then I added backup in the chorus. 3 backup voices in the chorus, just kind of chuwari-wapping at the back. Chuwari-wap. And then I added something called the kitchen sink. Pero SYNC. It just gives like a little cute little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You'll hear it. So this is the sound of the kitchen sink. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And if you hear it with everything, it's like a nice little bed that just doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's listen to the verse that I added. Thought about you today. So sad. We took and the words that you'd say. On Kobe's piano, because it's the only track that's throughout the whole thing, I added like a vinyl scratch, so it sounds like an old record.
Here is what I've contributed. So what I did was the backup vocals of Aaron as myself, so that in the second chorus, anyone can step in and it's me naman in the background, so that there's like this bit of story of our like potential threesome relationship. Yeah, so this is me. For the second chorus, I put in the acoustic drums halfway through the chorus so that it ramps it up more. That's my fist over there. So over here is the bridge. This is a whistle synth, but apparently to my sister, it sounds like minions dancing together. And the second one is pitched down an octave, but harmonized to the third. It has a weird nostalgia feel, the way the notes go dancing with each other. It feels like a dance. For the last chorus, I did a little bit of a harmonic thing. Those are not the 4 chords anymore. Those are the 4 chords of pop in the minor key, so like it sounds sadder. So like I wanted to hit that truck of sadness. But if you sing the chorus over it, it sounds pretty much consonant because it uses kind of all the notes in the scale.
I have a thing already, and guys, it's kind of funny. I don't know how it became funny and what ends up happening. I'm just gonna let you hear it. Show me places that you will never know. I know that those years are gone. The jacket that you left at the bottom of my stairs, the dandruff that's still on my coat. You're gonna have to melodyne that a little bit, I think. It sounds so unhinged, like compared to, it's so emotional and solemn at you guys' parts at the start. And then parang nabaliw yata yung chorus ko. But I don't know. I kind of like how wild. It's too wild.
So I've been sitting on this for a few days. Like I've made it, but I've been sitting on it because I don't know if this necessarily goes with our brand. But I only added one thing. I added a final verse. That's it. That's all I added. One vocal of a final verse. And I've been sitting on it. And I'm still unsure. And I will play it for you and you will know why. I have a feeling if people listen to it, they'll be like, what what was that? The photo of your mom, your old CD-ROM, with the songs that you sung out of key. The folders you left on my desktop to help me remember your promise to me. Yeah, I even made a sigh. So I don't know, guys. It's not happy.
I didn't do that much, I will admit, because I feel like we are at the world's end. World's End, that's the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So I think the first thing I technically added is something in the bridge. My thinking behind it is that like we go from Jason's like Olivia Rodrigo good for you vibe to Aaron's very sad thing. So I was thinking maybe there could be a bridge that would slowly transition it there, because like the bridge is very glued to the synths anyway, because it's just me doing some vocal scat, no, not the sexual scat, and saying like the lines of like, why can't I seem to let go, over and over again. I removed all the drums in this last chorus and then kept this thing here. This final symphony that kind of just fades out. I removed the final chord of D minor and kept it suspended in that unresolved chord. So parang walang closure tayo. And that's just like the final twist.
Hello, I am in my mom's room. 4 string instruments. So that the first part of that chorus is just Aaron's voice with the piano. And then we come up with just like maybe 3.5 bars of swell na malungkot before the final pinch at the end. And I think we're done.
But this shit I gotta throw away. The photo of your mom, your old CD-ROM, with the songs that you sung out of key. The folders you left on my desktop to help